So other people will join now. Okay, now, yeah. So I just give the introduction about myself, and I know about Nabil and Dalzil. And one of the most exciting things I will tell you, the two things are there. This is the first my international bash. Okay, that's in Sudan. This is the one thing. Okay, so hope it will be one of the most interested classes. Maybe I'll take. I hope like that.
We hope so.
Because what I'm saying. The main thing is why I am that much excited is from Sudan. Sudan is the one of our customer when I was in AIP. I remember there's a company, maybe Nabil, you know that. I don't know about the Denzil, Fresh Soap. Do you know, Nabil? Fresh Soap company in Sudan. This is one.
Sorry, what's the name again?
Fresh Soap. FRESH.
Oh, Fresh Soap.
Yeah, this is our customer. Not just customer, they are taking the containers huge volume. All other customers maybe weekly they are taking 10 containers and 15 containers. They are taking that weekly maybe 50 and 60, and monthly, or you know that around 200 containers. And I will tell you one more thing. This how they are taking. They said that I'm going to explain. If you are not in the supply chain concept, the freight forwarding, what they will do, sales team. You know that in the company there's a sales team is there, and there is what the operation team is there, and there's a logistics team is there. Procurement is also part is there. Okay, everywhere sales is the good, means that the number one team. They said we are sales, we are making the business, and everybody having what their salaries and all. So there are some drawbacks. I remember that time for the fresh. So what they will do? Okay, we have 40 containers. They made everything, document also they made, even at that day. This sales, then they will dump to logistics. Okay, this is your role now. So I was in charge for these things. Then I asked my boss also, my manager, how it's happened. You cannot do like this. They have to contact us, okay, and they have to discuss whether we can provide the containers or whether it's feasible to arrange everything, especially we have the chemical background. It's very difficult. So, but no. What they said, no, we have to do that. Even the managers, they are the manager. I respect them, but their knowledge, they are perfect for something, but they are not perfect for the logistics. They said, no, this is the sales said we have to, otherwise we have to, we'll get the complaint from the CEO. They will make the issue with us. Okay. So how to do this? So what you'll do, you know that if 40 containers, if you unload a week, that per container, it will take 45 minutes for loading the chemicals and putting the ramp and all. You cannot finish. And the port, it will finish the inspection, what time? Maybe 3:30. So this is the reason they said, no, sir, okay, what you have to do, you negotiate with the trucking company, don't charge the detention charges, extra charges, to make the arrangement like that. So this type of what I'm saying, is not reasonable. What I cannot justify. This type of things happen if you are just doing the logistics. Luckily, we changed the logistics concept and we started the supply chain model in 2018. Okay, there things change. We don't allow. It's a supply chain. Everything should be transparent. Okay, transparency. We have to discuss what you are going to make or what you need from my side. So what I'm saying is, Sudan, I remember in that sense. Okay, very good business we made, big business we made. Okay, that much ton we are sending our chemicals there, but there is a complication. This error is not from Sudan. Sales people, they think they are doing everything and they have to what? They said we cannot talk to customer, just take the 20 containers. No, we have so many options we have. Okay, just to make the invoice and pack the things for 10 containers. So we'll make the clearance and finish, keep it there because we have the storage days. So that type of things. This is the one of the most important thing I'm saying. The first batch and also the Sudan is one of the most important. One more thing, I excited because I read the details from Sudanese or the participants. It is actually sales people are there. I have 3, Abu Bakr, I write it there, I think 3 people from sales and 2 from this one, purchase, procurement, and chemical is there, and logistics also there. So sales, logistics, everybody we have procurement. So this class will be more interesting because you can share your experience. I can share. I know what are things. I'm not saying I'm an ordinary person, but as I said, I have that type of the mind, learn from others and share my experience. This is the main thing in Kuwait also. So this way we will really enjoy these things. And one more thing, everybody, they have the good background. So you will understand each terminology, what you are saying, each concept, what you are saying. So that is also one of the most important things. Okay. Because if it's maybe that chemical, we have two participants, they're chemical engineers. They don't have what much information about the logistics, but this class they will give them, they will get a very good understanding. Even though the 5 class only there, you will understand, because what we are giving is not from the textbook. Okay, we have the textbooks, okay, everything, but we are giving what the real application is happening, or real activities happening in the logistics, or what are the real challenges facing in the logistics. Okay. Now, I just want to inform you about the course is designed for 5 days. Okay, every day 2 hours, 5 days. And as I said, this course is for everybody. I mean that if they don't have the knowledge about the logistics, for example, sales, they are always top team the sales. They know the sales very well. Many people, they understand the concept also, but their focus or their strength is in the sales, how to make the sales. But if they understand, in my company also, sales managers, they are interested to learn what the logistics was. If they want to take the decision, they must understand this process also little. They cannot just take, for example, if they are talking to the one customer, okay, they said, I need this much machines or the spare parts or this chemicals, this much ton next month. If the sales manager doesn't have the knowledge or some ideas about the logistics process and the procurement and the activities, he will come into the badly. He said, okay, don't worry, I'll bring. Then he'll come to the company, said, okay, this is our requirement. Said, how we can do this. Same time, if the sales manager is understanding the concept, the logistics process, even he understands the IT, that it's better for ERP, whatever things. So he can take a better decisions. So he'll be very good person where in the organization, because he knows others say this person is a multitask. He understands the things and his decision is we have to respect. But in my company also, I remember that managers already left. Okay, I respect everybody, but what they will do, they will go to customer and they will commit. Even local delivery, you don't have the vehicle or status because they don't want to check the status of the vehicle. They don't want to check the status of the product. They don't want to check the packages. It's ready. They said, okay, everything we have. They are not coordinating with the what other. So there's a silos of among the departments. The silos. Each manager, they want what show my budget is okay. This is the yearly budget. This much cost will come, and I can manage. So if the staff is also left, they will keep the other staffs and try to make the all works within that person. Maybe they give the overtime, they will not give the overtime. But once they understand the concept of the logistics activities in the holistic view, what I'm going to sell, from where it is coming, how it is going to move. That part is actually supply chain, the logistics, then he can do the better job. Okay, so this chapter I can see now. 1 second, I will share the screen. Yeah. Yeah, see, the first part is fundamentals of logistics management. Okay, this is the main core. You are getting the foundation. I mean that this is the core. You must understand this concept. Even you are the 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, if you don't understand the fundamentals, you will be confused, right? You agree? If you Google what is the logistics or what is the logistics management, there are so many definitions. You read something outbound, inbound, you read something distribution, somewhere you read what upstream, downstream, some you read distribution center, warehouse. So you are learning something, but you have so many gaps. So this class, we are giving them the fundamental, the foundation, the strong foundation of the logistics. Okay, there we will discuss what the objective of the logistics and definitions of the logistics. Okay, and the types of the logistics we will understand, and the components of the logistics. So you will get the complete thorough idea about the logistics. Second part is covering the type of cargoes and packages. As I said, here the concept is like that. My concept is what? The person must understand what he's going to learn. So that is the logistics, because my job or my career, my future, I am in the logistics. So I should have the first, what is the logistics? Second thing is about the, what I said, the subdivisions, what are the objectives finished. Then types of cargo and packages. This logistics for what I'm using, right? I'm learning the logistics for what I'm using. So it's maybe for some transportation, or you are bringing something, or you are exporting something, you are storing something, you are selling something, okay? Or you are making the packages. So I have to understand this logic is for what I'm using. I'm going to use. It's my futures. It's my future. I want to develop. I want to become a master. I want to become what the financial independent. I want everything's my life. So I want to understand thoroughly what this is going to do. So other part will come the types of cargoes and packages. You know that in the everywhere we are moving so many different types of the cargoes, wood, right? The chemicals and the pharmaceuticals, okay? And you have what different types and construction materials, coal, mine, petrol, gas, so many things, and how they are going to move all these things. Okay, this is the part of the will be covered. So you will understand it, fundamentals. You understand what is logistics and what are going to things you do, and I will explain with the experience what I have in my company, what we face, and then one of the most important and the difficult thing for the newcomers to the people, Incoterms 2020. How many times you read it will be confused again, right? Because the cost, who will take the cost, customer, a shipper, or the this consignee.
Most important thing, sorry to cut you, sir, but the most important thing is I've seen people don't understand when and where is the risk transferred. Very important.
Because when I am selling
what? Beg about the benzene?
Yeah, when and where the risk is transferred is very important to be learned in Incoterms 2020.
You will learn very easily here, because I also the first time reading so many confusion. Now, if you put any post in my website about the Incoterms, people is too much viewing this because they want to know this one, because they are saying it's too much confused. Okay.
Yeah, it is confusing. It is confusing.
But in this course, because my previous students are there, I well explained. I hope you will also get in the simple way. Okay.
Yeah.
And what are the Incoterms generally using for most of the companies, and what are the other things when they are using, and where the that the risk and cost is transferred. Okay. And if something happens, so many questions. Something happens, oh, this CAF will cover my shipment, or maybe package broken, I have the insurance. So many questions are coming. So they check which Incoterm is best. That is the reason it's confused too much. But don't worry, we have very good explanation for this one. Okay, we'll understand. So okay, sir. After the packages and this one, you understand what the terms, how you want to move. You cannot just take one shipment and you cannot move, right? There is a terms, means you have the cargo, you cannot just take it. You want to know whether it is acceptable, what is the size, okay, and mode, ocean, air, or the land flight, everything we'll discuss. And the last one is the mode of shipment. Mode of shipment means how the shipment is being loaded. Okay, being loaded means by ocean freight, 90% of the cargo moving around the world, ocean freight, 90%. Okay, and other 10% you can say the road and air freight. Air freight is very less, below 5%, but in the air freight, the value is too much. I will explain also that. And road freight and rail freight is there, we will explain. But you understand one thing here, this is the fundamentals of the basic course of the logistics. So don't expect we are discussing everything deeply. We will discuss everything briefly, but with the full content, okay? I mean, for example, if you are taking the ocean freight, you will understand all the terms and conditions, but you will not prepare the invoice, or you will not prepare the freight cost, okay? How to prepare the LCL and the FCL details, that will be in the advanced part. Now here what I'm saying is, so don't worry, if you are in the sales background, if you are in the chemical just background, I know that you all sales, chemical, or you have good potential you have. That's the reason you are becoming the managers. Somebody can do just, but your potential for something. I know what you are going to do or what you are expecting from this course. You want what sharpen your knowledge and your skill. Okay, so you can make the better decision. So that is one of the most advantage I'm seeing in you, and I'm seeing myself also. We can learn and we can go to the next step. Okay, so you got the contents of the course. Okay, and 5 days we said the total 5 days. How we are going to take? The first day we are going to take what is the logistics management. Okay, what is logistics and logistics management today, and how logistics different from supply chain. This is also one of the most important confusion, right? What is the logistics and supply chain? Denzil?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Then objective of logistics. Okay. 7 R's. Components of logistics management. And if you have the time, types of logistics. But don't worry, even if I couldn't complete everything today, the total chapters will be covered. We'll manage it the next day, okay? No issue. Okay, so let's begin. What is the logistics management? So what is the logistics management? What is the logistics itself? There are so many definitions. As I said, in the Google or everywhere, you ask, somebody working in the company, you ask what's the logistics. If he's the manager for the trucking, he said logistics what? Logistics actually, we are bringing the shipment or the movement of the goods and maybe the storage of the goods. He will say like that. Okay, because his expertise is that part, and he is not open to other, or he didn't cross his boundaries for other process and all. Somebody will say this is a distribution. Most of the companies, what they will do, they are bringing the items from outside, right? They are bringing the items from outside. They will keep in their warehouse, and they have so many customers, retailers, or some direct customers. They will move the shipment to that. So in their mind, logistics company, their mind is logistics what? The distribution. It's a normal. What they are saying is right. It's a distribution. Others say the warehousing. Somebody said the warehousing, they will say. Somebody say it's a procurement, sourcing and delivery to the customer. Somebody say this is what, the supply chain management. So overall, when you are talking about the logistics, there are so many different things are there. Okay. This depends how they perceive the movement of how they perceive or how they see the things in the logistics activities in their companies. Okay. According to that. For me also, when I joined the freight forwarding company, what's logistics? I say logistics what? We have customer, they need some items, we will bring and we will deliver. It's a logistics. I say because I know this one. And if I ask my manager in the purchase, what's logistics? He said purchase what? Our plant, factory, they need so many items. We have to procure, we have to use the tracking, and we have to bring to the clearance. This is the logistics. Okay. Now the thing is completely different. After the pandemic. That after the pandemic, now everybody say that now the e-commerce is booming that much. The Middle East and everywhere e-commerce, because of the pandemic and the lockdown, most of the companies that they closed factories, they closed. That the COVID came. I mean that by 2020, World Health Organization what the pandemic.
الطياره كلها في ناس مروا قبلينا دي كلها
I think some more people joined already. Anyway, I'm recording from them. Okay. So yeah. So what I'm saying. Yeah, since pandemic, I think maybe it is in the first quarter of the 2020, the things changed too much. Means most of the companies, the factories, they're closed. Can you hear me? So can you mute? Can you mute the phone now? Microphone. Yes. Can you mute the phone because it's a disturb?
Sending the things
I'm sorry, sometimes.
Mr. Abdul is back.
Yes, sir. Welcome again, Mr. Abdul Ghaffur.
Yeah, okay, fine. 1 second. Because there is an internet issue in Kuwait. That's the reason sometimes it is getting problem here.
No, no
Okay.
worries, Mr. Abdul.
No
We can-
problem.
1 second. Okay. So what I said, that since pandemic, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Let's share the screen, please.
1 second. It is not coming. Anyway. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, fine. Okay. So where we reach now, we said the pandemic, okay, so outbreak in I think March 2020 started, okay. After that, so many factories they closed. And lockdown started. Borders in many countries, especially Europe, they're connecting land freight and all. They're closed. So what the issue started, right? So, you know that now the 2 years is over, still the problem is going on. So that much issues happening. So here what I'm going to say that we will understand what the logistics in the perspective of the current situation. So if you say this, 1 second, I think I already informed you about these 5, right? Types of logistics and all. So, right, okay. So we will talk about the definitions of the logistics. Okay, just we go to the this one. Oh, board better. Okay. So when you say what is the logistics, okay, I'm just giving the definition in the PowerPoint, and after that I will explain to you. Okay. See, logistics is a process of planning and execution of the movement of the goods and information flow from point A to point B. Don't worry, I'll explain to you. But this is for your understanding. I'm giving the PowerPoint details. Okay. Logistics is the process of planning and execution of the movement of goods and information flow from point A to point B. Okay. In other words, from point of origin to the point of destination in effective and efficient way. Now let's see. 1 second. Yeah, but still you can see the screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Now we can discuss, we can explain, from our point of view. As I said, for the people, they are working in a different sectors or different department or different type of the companies. They have different views about the logistics. But, like as a fresher or you're a graduate or you're learning the logistics, what you have to understand, the main thing is, the core thing is, logistics is the movement of the goods and services. The first thing, okay? The very important thing. From this core concept, we will elaborate. So what's the logistics? Generally, we can say the logistics is the movement of goods and services and control of the information from one place to another place or from origin to the destination. Okay, this will be considered as a logistics, movement of goods and services. Okay. So again, as I said, many people, as per their knowledge or what they learn or what they understand from the current activities happening in the company, they will explain. As I said, somebody say the distribution, somebody will say the procurement, and somebody say the warehousing, somebody say the transportation, whatever things they say. But generally, this is the main concept. What they are saying is, okay, it's a movement of the goods. Then we have an option now. Because so many information. Then there is a Council of Logistics Management. Council of Logistics Management. Now it is known as the Council of Supply Chain Management. It is actually a trade organization where the trade organization in USA, they define supply chain management and the logistics management, even the logistics in a different way, but it is the perfect. As I said, there are so many definitions about the logistics. Okay, so many people. But what, as a student or the person you are going to understand or you are going to implement the logistics, what you understand, first thing is the movement of the what goods and services, or the customer, they need some products. This has to be reach the customer from the source. From the source. So that's why I'm saying movement of goods and services, the basic thing. Council of Supply Chain Management, before it was a Council of Logistics Management, how they define this? Logistics is the process of activities. Logistics is the process of activities in effective and efficient way to get the or to move the goods and the services from one place to another place to meet the customer requirement. Once again, I'll tell. What is this one? I can tell you like this. This already I discussed it in the slides. Okay.
After finish, Mr. Ghafoor, send it photo to the student in group, okay?
What's that?
After you finish writing, send the photo to the student in a group to see, okay?
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll take the picture for you and I'll tell you this is the best way.
Mr. Abdul Ghafoor, can you speak what you are writing, please?
Yeah. I'll explain. I'm just taking the photo and I share your group now. So, and then also I will send, okay? So it will be okay for you. I'll explain one by one. So by the time you can see this definition in your group.
Working days, working.
Okay,
Yes.
I sent, okay? You receive it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Because in Kuwait, there is an issue for the internet. There is one cables, there is issue. So last 2 weeks. So sometimes it's getting like this, okay? Now, what I said, logistics is the process of activities to move and store materials from place of origin to place of destination to meet the customer requirements. Right? This is the
Yes.
this is the Council of Supply Chain Management. As I said, it's before the Council of Logistics Management. They define like this. If you Google, you can see so many definition, but this definition is okay. So now this is the thing. Now everybody working, okay? You all are working. I'm also working. So you can think about, this definition, how it is actually related with your work. So move and store the materials. There itself you can find out two things. But move and store the materials means transportation, right? You have to arrange the transportation. That is the main thing. They are not saying here transportation, but move means the transportation. You can use any mode. You can use ocean freight. We can use the air freight, and you can use the road freight. This depends. It depends on many variables or the drivers. If one shipment like the medicine, right, or some urgent things, you have to use air freight. The pharmaceutical things, and the cosmetics, food items, perishable items. And if it is the oil and gas or the dangerous